Hi class. So for 13-2, we are finding the perimeter of common shapes. Remember that the perimeter is the distance around a figure. So for questions 1 and 2, we are finding the perimeter of a rectangle for number 1 and a square for number 2, the distance around both figures. So for number 1, it tells us that this side of the rectangle is 8 feet and this side of the rectangle is 4 feet. Now let's go back to topic 12 where we learned about shapes. What do we remember about a rectangle? In a rectangle, the opposite sides are the same length, right? So if this side is 8 feet, that means that this side must also be 8 feet. If this side is 4 feet, the opposite side must also be 4 feet. So to find the perimeter of this rectangle, we would add all of these sides together. So like we did in 13-1, you can either add by putting all of the numbers at the same time. Okay, or if it's easier for you, you can just add 2 sides at a time, and that is what I'm going to do. So we have 8 and 4. 8 plus 4 gives me 12, right? And then this is my new number. 12 plus 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Here is my new number. So 20, I have one more left, plus the 4 gives me 24. Now, is that my answer? Just 24? No, remember we have to give the unit of measurement that is used. So our answer is 24 feet, and we got the feet right here. So for number 2, a square. This side of the square is 5 centimeters. And what do we remember about a square? All 4 sides of a square are the same length. So if this side of the square is 5 centimeters, this side is also 5, this side is also 5, and this side is also 5. Now, again, you can add 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So we can just skip count by 5s, right? 5, 10, 15, 20. And is it the answer just 20? No. Look at your unit of measurement. Centimeters. So the perimeter of our square is 20 centimeters. So remember, you can break it down by adding just 2 numbers at a time, or you can add them all together. So here we broke it down. If you want to, looking back at number 1, you can do 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 4 is 20, plus 4 is 24. Either way, you should get the same answer if you decide to add them all together at once or to break it down. For number 2, it was a little easier because we're just skip counting by 5, right? Another way that you can answer this one is you have 4 sides. You can just do 5 times 4. And that also gives you 20 centimeters. So for number 3, it says, how can you use multiplication and addition to find the perimeter of the rectangle in number 1? So how can we use multiplication and addition to find the perimeter in number 1? I'll give you a second to think about it. How can we use multiplication and addition? So, since 2 of our sides are the same, we have 8 feet and 8 feet, right? You can multiply each side length by 2 and then add. So since I have 2 eighths, I can do 8 times 2, right? And add that to, I have 2 side lengths of 4. So 4 times 2, 4 2 times. And that should still give me the same perimeter. So I know that 8 times 2 is what? 16 plus 4 times 2 is 8. Now 16 plus 8 gives me 24 feet. Can't forget the unit of measurement. So we can use multiplication by multiplying the 2 sides that have the same length, 8 times 2 and 4 times 2, and then add those lengths together to get the same perimeter. That is it for the guided practice for 13-2.